Hi, it's Joe Mazumdar of Exploration Insights at the pre-PDAC Metals Investment Forum in Toronto, Canada. And with me is Gareth Thomas, CEO of Westhaven Ventures. Okay, Westhaven Ventures is an exploration story that's been going for a while, but you've made a discovery which was recently recognized at Roundup.
Yes, it was.
At the Shovelnose,
Correct.
at the South Zone of Shovelnose, where you found high-grade gold mineralization in a low-sulfidation epithermal system that was previously unknown.
Yes.
And now that you've found that, you've got a big land package. What's going on with Westhaven now?
Good question, and thank you very much for having us here too, Joe. We appreciate that. Drills are turning as we speak. So just a little bit about the history. In 2018, as you mentioned, made the discovery late 2018, 17.7 meters at 24.5 grams gold, 133 grams per ton silver. 2019 was our busiest year by far. We did more drilling in 2019 than we did in all the 7 years prior,
Right.
which isn't saying a lot, but it was 22,000 meters of drilling, collected close to 6,000 soil samples, numerous geophysical surveys. So extremely busy year for us, and drilling was very good as well. We unearthed a whole new 2 subparallel vein zones from vein zone 1, which we also traced to 1.3 kilometers, and we're still chasing that now. Obviously a lot of faulting going on there, but carrying on there. And we got, from the work we did last year, we've generated 10 new high priority targets, which we're getting to one drill there now, and we got a second one. Actually, second rig is there, and look to be turning on Monday.
So you raised money last year, and now you've got a good-sized treasury to embark on, what, a 30,000-meter program with 2 to 3 rigs?
Correct, yeah. So we raised, luckily the timing was good for where we raised.
I think the timing was good for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Before last week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, we're you know what, for us, we obviously can't control the big market and what happens there. So for us, just keep our head down, and like you said, we're well financed for the foreseeable future. And 30,000 meters, that's sort of a start there. If we can hit on one of these new 10 targets outside of the South Zone, if we can prove there's another South Zone in this area, I think we're really off to the races. So looking today at or yesterday, I should say, we closed at 53 cents, I believe. I mean, to us, that's just bargain for if we liked it at $1 here now. So I was buying yesterday. Some of the other guys were buying. We think it's a great opportunity. But yeah, 30,000 meters on 10 targets, and if one of those can hit,
right?
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
But what we have is funded exploration, a significant program, targets delineated, but importantly, infrastructurally, you really can't beat your location. You're, 20 minutes outside of Merritt, BC, which is a highway ride about 2 odd hours from Vancouver.
Yeah, you haven't been there, yeah. 2.5 hour drive from literally downtown to our drill pad. So it's a pretty unique advantage we find, and we're working year round. Not to knock our peers up in the Golden Triangle areas where it's a lot
time
harder.
Frame is much.
Yeah. We get, then that translates to news flow. But
also costs. I mean, they're talking $380, $400 per meter, and
we're about $210 all in. $210 a meter all in. That includes geologists, hotels, assays. So we got a pretty unique advantage in that way. We're right off the Coquihalla Highway, like you said, 30 minutes from Merritt. Everyone stays in Merritt, so it's. We're uniquely located really for this business, and the fact that it had never been really looked at before, this Spence's Bridge Gold Belt, is also it's a bit of a head scratcher. For when we acquired this back in 2011, it was we're going, surely this is being drill tested, and I mean, you got Highland Valley 40 kilometers as a crow flies away from our PV project. You got Copper Mountain below us, closer to home. You got Craigmont. So you're going, geez, this belt was just kind of overlooked. So and
historically, this was a huge placer mining area that nobody actually found the source of the gold.
Correct. Yeah, it was the Fraser River Gold Rush in 1857 is what got people in the area. So for us, it was just like I said, a head scratcher as to why this really hadn't been looked at as a source for the hard where
so given that you've got a legitimate discovery at the South Zone, infrastructurally you really can't be beaten where you are, and gold price, I mean, despite what's happening with the coronavirus, still gold price is almost $1,600. What's the interest of the majors? Because I know that the majors are more interested in jurisdictions like British Columbia. So what are you seeing? I mean, I know you're doing everything on your own.
Yep.
You've raised the money on your own, and you don't have a major in the company on the equity basis or a joint venture. So what's happening on that front?
You know what? When you have we call it a world-class gold discovery. What we're saying, a high-grade gold discovery that got a lot of eyes on us, including a lot of majors, mid-tiers, and a lot of them are definitely interested. And I think who wouldn't be in some of those grades we're intersecting. But another unique thing about Westhaven, besides the great location, is we shareholder alignment. We own 32% amongst us directors and insiders. So for us, it's those shares aren't going anywhere. So that in terms of getting a major or a mid-tier in at this point, we just, especially where we are as of yesterday, we're not quite at that stage yet. Hey, you can't depending which way you look at it, it's great to have the attention and it's great to have the eyes on you. And who knows if we can find a few more of these zones and get our share price up. But for now, I think we're pretty confident about going in at the way we are.
Okay, so right now, any investor looking at it, obviously a decent price level to get in with a fully funded 30,000 meter program that's just beginning now.
Yes.
On targets that you've just delineated over the last 3 months from the work you've done from the 20,000 odd meters you've drilled before.
Yeah, and I think we were talking about this earlier about we've also had a real well-known geophysicist do some interpretation on we've done a lot of geophysics in the last couple of years. As a South Zone was a fairly blind discovery, so we're taking that and taking our own geological interpretation and really trying to come up with these targets or a model, if you will. So we feel we've done a really good job on that, and we'll have some news out on that shortly as well when we announce here our second rig should be hopefully early next week. We'll have some news and letting people see that these targets and how we generated them and why we think they're going to be successful.
All right. Okay. Well, thanks, Gareth.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. That's Westhaven Ventures CEO Gareth Thomas, and I'm Joe Mazumdar at the pre-PDAC Metals Investment Forum in Toronto, Canada. Thank you for watching.